Hello there and welcome on into the FIFA E Nations League knockouts. We are here. It is time for a very big day of Rocket League ahead of us. My name is MiniMiner, delighted to be your host for the day. And of course, we've got Daromas right next to me once again. Good to see you as always, my friend. Are you excited for today?
Yes, I am quite excited for today. I mean, yesterday we didn't get off on the right foot at all. Taking a look at the group stage, it's evident as well. Turkey really showed up against us, and so did Norway. To be fair, we got a draw against Norway, but a loss to Turkey, which put us in third place in the group stages. But we ain't going to talk about that because we are getting things right underway. No waiting about. We have Wales versus Croatia here tonight to open things up in the round of 32. Best of 5 throughout the entire 2 days, and we've started off an absolute bang.
Really nice goal here for Creams, and before we can even intro the match, we have managed to pick up a goal. It's great to see. A reminder, this is the round of 32. Winner of this match will go through to play either France or Kazakhstan. We imagine that will be France, of course. So a big night of Rocket League ahead of us because there could be some very, very hotly contested games coming up. Particularly that French game is going to be very, very close. Well, maybe not that close, but very exciting, I suppose, if you're a neutral, because Wales could go ahead and cause a bit of an upset, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, I think we prefer being the underdogs in tournaments, it seems. Looking at week 1 heading into this one, like England were the team that we wanted to face, and we've really brought out the fight here against Croatia. We are starting off strong. We've got the attacks early on, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Dadpole in the chat. He couldn't have said it better myself. Come on, boys, let's have a better night tonight. Let's get this. And it's the exact mentality I want to see from the players on the pitch tonight. We were very hesitant yesterday. I want to see us competing for quite a bit here tonight as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a redemption potentially is the sort of mindset for Wales here going into tonight. And you know, yesterday wasn't the greatest performance. A lot of expectations were probably not met, but tonight this is the time to exceed those expectations and potentially cause a bit of an upset against the French team potentially later on that will be looking to be very confident. But for now, it's all about getting through Croatia. And an already a great start for Wales. We haven't really seen too much of Croatia yet. We've seen lots of attacking plays from Creams. There's an opportunity here for Croatia. The face comes through. Another shot for Croatia. And VM there will pick up the goal and bring it all square.
Now, the boys have had the attacks, which is great. There was a missed opportunity by Breezy there, the ricocheted off the crossbar, and you thought it could have been 2-0 there for a second, but obviously a quick turnaround by Croatia. They charged forward. This was something that we were struggling with yesterday, was the counter-attacking pressure that teams were providing, and outright aggression. So we need to shake that up a little bit today, and that's a good touch by Creams to sort of neutralize the threat. Breezy will get a touch. It'll fall back to Tadpole here. We'll carry this forward, get a beat on one. Flick would have been nice, but as I scream, was there to take that one, and a good 50 as well by Croatia to keep the attacking pressure.
Nicely dealt with though from Breezy, carrying it forward up towards Tadpole, gets a touch across goal off the crossbar and back to Breezy, who slots it home in some style. It was all started from Breezy here, this move. Tadpole redirected towards the goal, and then of course Breezy with the easiest goal he'll score of his career. And that is a well-worked play from Wales to get us back in the lead.
It's always difficult to read those crossbar hits, so well played by Breezy there. 2-1 to the good now with just over half a game left to go, and a good touch there by Breezy as well. They don't want to make any mistakes in defense, especially with the guy, the team that we got up next. If this game is to go through, that will be, of course, France. I don't see them having any issue in the round of 32. France being the winners of last week in this competition. So, you know, it's not the easiest of tasks to have for Wales, but we'll definitely put up a good show in. 2-1 still at the moment. Croatia do have a mounting attack here as Scream pops this up and around. Looks like Creams on the back, we're waiting patiently, and a double commit by Wales, but it shouldn't be too bad, especially with that demo opening of the play. That should fall in quite nicely for Tadpole. 3-1 to the good now.
Really great plays so far from Tadpole, just being in amongst all the good things that have happened for Wales so far this game. And just seeming like the Croatia team haven't quite been able to hit the ground running here. Of course, as you mentioned, best of 5, so there's still lots of potential for Croatia to come back, but for Wales, this is a fantastic start to proceedings this evening. This is exactly what we could have wanted. And it's just about keeping that Croatia attack at bay, because of course I suppose you could say if Wales do get through here, this is almost a really good morale booster going into the next game for Wales after a bit of a disappointing day yesterday. This is absolutely crucial we get through this.
Yeah, it is indeed, and that is the second time Breezy's hit the crossbar. Just want to be wary of that for future reference. Just get those shots tightened up, and we should be good to go here. Another attack mounting for Wales. A drop down by Breezy, but Scream picked this one up. Cream's not with the best 50, which allows Scream to carry this one downfield. Tadpole then with a 50. Bounce awkwardly, but Breezy should be there as long as no demo is provided on that back line. A good beat through into the midfield. Scream's there to take it back.
No problems there for Croatia. Breezy giving me a little bit of space, rotating back. Tadpole missing the aerial. Creams can't quite get to it. Off the post there to Breezy, and Croatia get another one off the post as well. They haven't been able to find the net here in that passage of play. 1 minute to go. Tadpole tries to knock it on forward as now Croatia have a little bit of time, but they just don't have the boost here in the middle. It's only Veem there that has it, and Screams can't do anything with it. Creams will be able to get through and start another Welsh attack. If it isn't for Tokyo here carrying it forward, just not able to find an opportunity. And this is really nice from Wales here, just defending very well, not overcommitting, and ensuring that they can close out this one in the win.
Yeah, it's a decent scoreline so far. 3-1 on the scoreboard. It's comfortable. We managed to get the opener, and we've settled ourselves in well. It's whether or not we continue with that throughout the rest of the series. Tadpole will get on the end of this one. Leaves it for Creams, though, but Veem is there to get the read. Tadpole knocking that with enough power downfield, so we'll have to retreat back. Tokyo now has free possession. Breezy tapping that one to the corner. It'll bounce out nicely. Scream will get just enough power to make it somewhat threatening, but Cream should pick this up. Final 10 here. It looks to be all well and good for Wales in the opening game. Breezy will get a 50 up high now to Scream, who will let the clock hit 0. It should hit the ground, and Wales will have game 1 secured under their belts. A good start for the boys so far. Still plenty of Rocket League left to go, though.
Yeah, fantastic start for Wales there. Of course, in that game, we're still introing it, and they managed to get a goal, so it's really good to see right there as well. Remember, though, it is, of course, a best of 5, so it's not done and dusted yet. There's still, of course, plenty more Rocket League coming up, but ideally, I suppose you could say it's an ideal start from what we saw yesterday, right? We sort of didn't have a very good day, didn't play to the best of our ability, but it seemed like a lot more solid of a performance there.
Yeah, something that I'm noticing here on the pitch is that there's not as much hesitation. There's not as much thinking, oh, what should I do? It's very much, if the ball is in our 8-yard box near that sort of area, get it to the corner. Don't even think about your next touch. Just get to the corner and play it from there. And that's a better style of play than what we saw yesterday, which was think, okay, I'm going to control this ball and then get absolutely decimated on that back line, right? It's what Turkey did to us. So we conceded so many goals yesterday. But heading into this one now, it seems that we have shaken up our strategy a little bit. This worked out quite well. But as kickoff number 2 is underway, Scream will get this ball, but it's going to tip down a waterfall. But Breezy picks this one up. It looks like Croatia does have the early attacking advantage, but that clear slows things down.
Yeah, well defended from Wales right there. Nice passing move here, though, from Croatia to try and launch the ball forward up towards the Welsh goal. Tadpole's there to clean things up. Creams with the full tanker boost flying through the air. Gets it over one. Can he get it into the net? But no, Veem is there to tidy things up at the back and carry it forward as well. Pass one, pass another. And Croatia just about not scoring right there, hitting the post, but very, very close opportunity for them, just showing what they can do. And I think we've seen this throughout this series so far, is that Croatia aren't going to be a complete walkover here for Wales. They're definitely a team that have potential. It's just about that consistency they're not able to find, it seems like.
Yeah, another thing I'm noticing as well, good confidence from Breezy, just to go for a pre-jump there to slow things down for the counter-attack. Really allowed us to provide an attack of our own, albeit quite faint, but you know, it slows things down and makes Croatia think a little bit more, and Tadpole here to carry this one forward. Scream does have boost to work with here. Cream's going to have to be patient. Good patience there, and sent back to Tadpole with that redirect, but leaves it for Breezy and carry this downfield.
Scream at the back, dealing with it well. Can't quite find a way forward. Creams can, though, and directs it towards the goal. Breezy's going to have a little tap down here, potentially a cross coming in. Gets it right towards the goal, across the face, and Tadpole finishes off the first goal of the game with a well-played move there from Breezy.
Yeah, so well worked. Managed to get past all 3 players, and Tadpole will have the easiest goal of their career. The net wide open, about 2 feet away from net. Simple tap in, 1-0 to Wales. 3:33 left to go, and it's nice to see a bit of confidence from the boys now. I know about that word about 4 times already in this second game, but it's absolutely key, as that one will find the back of the net after a poor 50, unfortunately, from one of the lads there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Nobody really went to him too early. It was Creams that missed out on the 50, and it just seemed like they were backing off a little bit too much there for Scream, who is able to find the back of the net. A little bit of a warning sign there for Wales here after a really strong start. this Croatia team can pounce if there's any mistakes made, and ultimately that's what Wales have to try to eliminate, is those mistakes that can be sort of taken advantage of by the opponents, and particularly when it comes to the latter stage of this tournament. If Wales are to get there, those mistakes are going to be punished.
Yeah, they are indeed. And I mean, it's the same start that we saw in game one. We went 1-0 up and Croatia immediately countered, but we settled back into it. Now I'm hoping the same sort of story here in the second. It's going to fall back to Tadpole, though, who will just bang this one clear from the corner. Tokyo taking that one back, has no other option, will not pick up the boost. Tadpole, a free 100 in the corner there, will allow some pressure here from the Croatia side, and Tokyo send this one to our backboard. Cream's already waiting for it, though. Breezy waiting for the anticipated pass that we set by Creams to Breezy, but a bit too slow. That is intercepted by Creams. Creams now, Scream even, has an opportunity to get a shot on, but just wide. Breezy carrying this forward, but demos are starting to show a bit of aggression now from Croatia.
Yeah, about halfway through the game right now, and lots of aggression from both teams at the moment. Nicely flicked on there from Breezy towards the net. Only over the bar, though. Little bounce back. Nobody was there to clean it up. Breezy now with no boost gets demoed as well. So Scream is there as well as Tokyo getting demoed too. Tadpole now has to try and pick up the pieces on the corner. Nobody can really get a hold of the ball right now. Nobody's able to find a little bit of possession, because every single time someone does, there's always someone getting demoed. And even the lack of boost for both sides is making things a little difficult right now.
Is indeed, but that's a good little play there by Tadpole. Scream on that backboard, left awkward, and Breezy's just going to snipe that. There's that confident pre-jump that I mentioned earlier on, is just having that ability to see the play there. Just so confident from the lad to find that one into the bottom right. There was absolutely no right for him to be there, but we'll absolutely take it. 2-1 with a minute 52 left to go.
Yeah, that's the confidence right there. You could see it in the gameplay. Nicely done there from Breezy. Scream's going to be able to take down Creams, but not going to be too much of a problem there for Tadpole, who can carry it forward. Also gets demoed as well. So now Breezy on the corner, going to have to try and do what he can. Scream on the right wall. Tries to flick it over one, but isn't able to do so. Another demo coming through. Tadpole is now having to wait his turn. And Tokyo is able to try and find a little bit of problems here. This is a tough move here for Wales. It looks as though Croatia have been able to do so many demos, but not actually able to do anything with it.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice to see from a Welsh perspective that we're holding our own in defence, even when one of our guys on the back line is removed. However, saying that, I've just cursed them. Tadpole getting demoed on the back line, and I think that was Creams there. No, it was Breezy flying over that one, a bit too eager on that touch. All square then with a minute 11 left to go.
Yeah, blame that on Daromas. It's fine. Don't worry about that, lads. It's fine. We'll clutch out commentators.
Daromas in the chat.
We'll get a demo on Daromas, I reckon. Let's see how that goes. We've got Creams now at the back. 1 minute left on the clock. Can Creams find his way forward? Tadpole's trying to get there as well. Another demo comes through into Creams in the middle of the pitch. Wales just have to be careful here. 2-2. And a really nice save from Scream right there. Breezy's shot was just about caught out. And that's the danger that Wales can have, but it's still 2-2. And we know what this Croatian team can do in terms of demos.
Yeah, they like to open up the space by removing the player, and it's worked out all right for them so far. We are still level here. That opportunity, just saved by Scream, was an impressive save at that. Breezy just clearing that one lightly. Tokyo could have done a little bit better with that touch, but Beam with the follow, nothing to be found. Breezy up early, and Cream's lucky not to get demoed on his own there. And a second touch will not mean anything. It'll float in the midfield. Tadpole has to get there, and Scream does still have possession. Breezy now popping this one into the middle. Beam going up for that, but Tokyo was the follow-up for that ball. Tadpole keeping that one tightly knit on the backboard, but Beam has a full tank to work with here. You could see a bit of brilliance. Doesn't find the bump. Croatia are knocking on our door, but we will head to overtime for game number 2 then. A crucial one for Wales. If Croatia win this, it is a best of 3. If we win this, we have 2 rematch points to work with. Breezy will scoop this one up, try and get a beat on Tokyo. Is back for this, but Scream's lurking. Finds a shot off the bar, and that's a good save by Scream once again to keep them in this.
Fantastic save there from Scream. Not an easy one at all. Creams is there as well. Someone has to pick this up. Off the crossbar again from Tadpole. Breezy's there just off the crossbar as well. Wales have provided so much attacking force right now, and it's time for Croatia to do the same. Veem on the left side, looking to try and cross one in, but nobody's there for it. Scream's able to pick up the pieces here as well. Drops the ball down, but nicely dealt with there from Tadpole. Cream's in the middle. Breezy's now got a little bit of boost to work with, but not going to get there. And it's just a little bit messy in the middle right now. Neither team can pick up a bit of possession, which, as I say, that Scream does. Tries to take it past, gets it down towards the player, but no! It's saved from Tadpole.
We've seen brilliant defense from both sides here so far. Screams send that one wayward towards the sidewall, looking for a second touch, but Veem is there. Tadpole has an opportunity to get this one downfield now. Has a long field carry, does get pumped in the process. Scream will get that double touch to the corner. Veem now full tank to work with. Carries this one, quick reset, not really going to find anything. Breezy up, Creams now with a quick response. Drop down, but that's a good touch there by Scream again. Really holding that back line for Croatia.
Really close right now. Neither team are quite able to find that opening. Wales look like the more likely outfit to do it, though, as Breezy towards the goal. And just like that, the game is turned on its head. So much attack from Croatia right there, and Wales get rewarded for all of their work earlier on. Finally finding the goal in the overtime as Breezy does it, and Wales win the second of the series.
Yeah, Scream got a bit overzealous there, looking for that play. Ended up pre-jumping that one and getting it all wrong. Breezy had just a free net at that point. And overtime secures game 2 for Wales. That's 3 match points secured, and Croatia, they're going to have to hope for a reverse sweep. But for Wales, it's all about keeping that back line well tightly knit. They've done well so far, again, with all the disruption from Croatia, with the demos that they've been providing. But, you know, we've still managed to keep pushing through, still coming out on top, and when we attack, it matters. However, we are still missing that target just a little bit by hitting those crossbars a bit more than I feel like we should be.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I feel like we definitely could have scored a few more goals than we did right there as well. We could have put the game to bed before overtime even ended up happening, and just showed that Croatia definitely have come out to play here in terms of defense as well, as we get to our third game of the series. Going to be an interesting one here for Wales, because this is a position now we find ourselves in. 2 to the good. Win this game and we're through, and it's should be quite straightforward in terms of how we've been playing so far. Much better than yesterday, and there's a shot already, and another early impact from Creams, who gets the first goal.
Yeah, it's good that we're getting these first goals as well. It really sets our foot into the ground here. Creams off that sidewall, a perfect bang, caught Veem knack in there on the backboard. 1-0 to Wales then, and it's a good kick-off. We'll just have to see how this one prevails, and Breezy flies straight past that one. Creams does get a demo on one. We'll look to try and get this one inside, up off the ceiling. A drop down would be ideal, and it's left Scream rather awkward on that back line. Tadpole now looking to try and find something inside, but nothing too threatening there. Veem does get beat on 2, and Cream's got to be careful. Tadpole still rotating back for boost.
Well done from Creams right there. Gets it off the back wall towards the goal. The double tap from Creams came off Scream, and Creams is the one that's able to slot it home again.
1, 2, 3, 4 touches off the backboard and player of Scream, and that's one way to settle the nerves. Creams is all of a sudden, we're seeing the Creams of week 1 here, Mini.
This is great to see. He was popping off in week 1 and picking up where he left off, and in perfect timing as well, because if Wales continue to win this game and end up winning it overall, we will be playing against a mighty force, I'd imagine, of France in that next round. So we want all of our players to be fighting on all cylinders right now, as Veem tries to carry it forward. Tokyo there on the left side, puts it back towards the middle. Veem is able to pick it up as well, flicks it over. Scream is there to try and move things along a little bit quicker. Breezy ends up demoing him, and now Tadpole can try to go forward on his own. Lots of boost there in the back line for Wales, so should have no problems dealing with this. Creams tries to take it forward, misses the ball, but Breezy with some heroics on the back line.
Yeah, that touchback by Scream was incorrect. Didn't realize the boost amount of Tadpole at 0 on that backboard. Any other touch would have been fine, but Scream now has an opportunity to double this. Breezy with a good reactive save, and Tadpole trying to get this one out. I said to bang the ball clear in these situations. It's quite difficult to do so when the pressure's mounting like this, but Breezy does eventually get there to get it clear past the final third, and Tadpole will pick this one up on the backboard again. Solid defensive effort by Wales so far, and that's again another perfect save by Breezy. Can Creams get there? No, it's going to drop down. Tadpole left awkward, manages to get the save though, and we are still up with a clean sheet on the scoreboard.
That was incredible from Tadpole. Didn't really know what to do about it. Didn't have any boost there at the end. Just managed to flick his car towards the ball, and that was just all that was required to save that ball. 3 minutes left on the clock right now. Unrelenting pressure here from Croatia, and unlike yesterday, Wales are dealing with it so well. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want that boost of confidence before progressing into the next stage of this tournament. Scream can't get it on target. There's Veem there again on the left side. Can he get the ball towards the goal? It's going to be a weak shot and an easy opportunity for Tadpole to carry it forward here. We're easy on the back line. Tadpole with a full tank of boost attacks the ball, hits it off to the side, but cannot find another Welsh player as the Croatian attack continues.
Yeah, Breezy would have had time there and chooses Tadpole perfectly in the crowd of players. Scream off the back wall will carry this one forward, but Creams with a quick intercept. Looking to double that one. Doesn't find the best of touches, but Breezy is there for a quick response. It's a nice 1-2 play by Wales. They've got one close on the attack all the time and one sat back. We saw this in week one. We saw the confidence of the attack in Wales, and it looks like we're sorting out the counter-attacking issues quite well. That's tipped up by Tokyo, though. Breezy, again, with a good save, and I think that's a combined 8 saves for Wales so far in this third game, and we are doing very well to keep this 2-0 lead a comfortable one.
Yeah, such a stark contrast to what we saw yesterday. Just defensive resilience so well here from Wales. It's nice to see as Tadpole there goes up to block the start of the attack. Tokyo manages to get a demo there onto Breezy. Tadpole towards the goal. Scream can tidy up on the back wall as well as Creams picks it up on the left side, carries it towards the goal as well, but gets intercepted at the vital moment. And this is nice from Wales here, just keeping it in that Croatian half, not letting them get out of this position because of all of their problems that they can deal with in terms of attack, which is what they're doing right now. Tokyo back towards the middle, but Breezy's there to clean up. And this is just nice from Wales. Every single attack that Croatia seem to have, they're cutting it out quite straightforwardly and quite quickly, and then they can launch an attack of their own, and every single time they do, they always look dangerous here, Wales.
Yeah, it's good time management, good game management as well. They managed to take control of the boost right now, even when the ball's in our corner. We're not really panicking too much, not sending too many bodies forward. Tadpole with a good touch to Creams now. We'll get this one and try and wrap it around. Veem, though, getting bumped, and that's just free for Wales. So well organised. Tadpole hunting down Veem. Veem had nothing they could do. Full tank of boost to work with. At that point, when Tadpole come charging at you, you have no time to react. Simple slot in, 3-0.
That's the confidence right there. That's the Welsh confidence that we wanted to see yesterday but didn't get. But now they have come out so strong here today. And this makes me excited here for the very next round as Tadpole slots home another one for him. That's going to be the 4th goal here for Wales and pretty much all but guaranteeing Wales getting through into the next round, which is, of course, the round of 16. And this is fantastic. This is a complete contrast, really, I suppose you could say, to what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, these final 45 seconds now are going to be warm-up time, I think, for France. They can really work on a little something here. Croatia are obviously going to still fight back everything. They got a consolation goal here or there, but the time is just too little, and especially how strong Wales' defense have been. I think that's something they've absolutely focused on overnight just to make sure, because we know France love an attacking onslaught. They can overstep their mark a little bit. That's going to be 5 for Tadpole with a pinch off the opposition player. And that's going to be 5-0. If we can keep this a clean sheet, that would be a beautiful scoreline indeed.
Yeah, really good. It just seems like Wales have just got better throughout this entire series, just continually improving, learning the Croatian defense and learning how they can intercept their attacks as well. It just seems like every single thing that Wales do have been turning to gold right now in this third game, but it's all about what can happen next now, of course. How are things going to go down as no Scream is able to find the goal. So the clean sheet dream, unfortunately, is over, but you can let them off considering we're winning 5.
Yeah, I mean, 4 goals in 15 seconds is would definitely be something on the broadcast here. I don't know what I'd do if that was to happen, but this should just be simple game management for Wales now. Keep the ball up high. Cream's going for ambitious pre-jumps. That's 2 for Croatia, but with 9 seconds left. Yeah, I called it at 5-0. I'm still calling it now. Stop it, Wales. Stop doing stupid stuff. Just wrap up this game, close out the clock, and move to France. There's no need for this tomfoolery here. We should have been a 5-0 clean sheet, but yeah, there you go. The double kick-off just to secure that ball. Looking for to get a cheeky sick, maybe. No, not going to happen, but it's now time for the crucial matchup. If we're going to have to just go guns blazing against France here in the round of 16. It's going to be no easy task at all. Obviously, like I said, winning the tournament in week 1, they are favourites to win the entire thing, of course, including the final event, wherever that may be. But all things considered, we've come out strong, we've come out confident, and we've got a 3-0 sweep to Croatia.
Dream start, really, for Wales here in the first series of the day in the round of 32. Of course, coming up next is going to be the round of 16. Can't wait to see how that game's going to go down. Let's actually take a little look at the overall bracket so far, or the overall tournament tree, as you should say, for what things are looking like across the board right now, as France look as though they will be going through against Kazakhstan there as well. So it's going to be a big matchup here for us very soon for Wales.
Yeah, absolutely. And take a look at this. The results at the moment. I mean, Kazakhstan managed to get 3 against France in game 2. It's nothing significant if you look at the overall scoreline being a 3-0 sweep, but Kazakhstan going 4-3, holding their own really in game 2. I'm not sure if that went to overtime or not, but it's definitely something to consider. You know, have France really come into this with any sort of warm-up? Okay, they won the first game 6-2, second game 4-3, third game 3-1, but it's not the thrashing that I would expect France to do in this sort of matchup. Now, it's going to be a tough one. Is France, like I said, I've reiterated several times, I'm not gonna, you know, emphasize it any more than it needs to be. We need a strong start. If we get on the scoreboard early and we start putting pressure towards France, I feel like we could be on for an entertaining best of 5.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very exciting to watch. Before we do get into a break here, before we start into it, why are France so good? Have you got the chance to watch them? I mean, what do they have over us in terms of areas that they seem like they're better on paper, and where are some maybe areas that we could exploit some of their weaknesses?
Well, it's going to be a confidence game, right? Look, Eugene and Meta as well, all very strong players on that pitch. You know, they're not even the main 3 French that you would see at the Esports World Cup. This is like the second French team that they have decided to choose. A young group of kids, up and coming French talents, so 16, 17 years old. They're looking to break their way into the pro scene. So there's still plenty of experience to be had by this French side. So maybe we can sort of work around that, get into their heads a little bit early on, start to scare them a little bit, you know, put that dragon to good use on the flag.
Let's hope so. I mean, getting a good start is going to be absolutely vital. But for now, before we do get into that massive game against France in the round of 16, we're going to go to a short break, so don't go anywhere. back to the FIFA E Nations League featuring Rocket League. Here we have a massive game coming up here against France. It is the round of 16. And Daromas, this is not going to be an easy one, but we have to go in with belief.
Yeah, belief is definitely a key word there, and momentum to say the least. And we have no time to talk about it. Once again, just straight into it. Breezy and Creams and Tadpole looking to start off strong against this French side. We have Metzer, Eugene and Mozzarella, who I can only assume is one of the French players on the lineup. I can't remember the name. It's just gone past me, but Breezy. I'm going to carry this on the back line. We'll carry it all the way forward. Flip reset active, and you know what? It's not a bad 30 seconds for Wales so far.
Yeah, good start, of course. Wales will have to be the underdogs here in this matchup, but you never know what can happen. Wales have done it before when they've been the underdogs. They've taken games off of England last week and stuff like that, so you never know what could happen here. As Tampol gets it back towards the middle of the goal, Mozzarella can pick it up on the back line, carrying it forward here as well. And getting that early good start here for Wales is going to be absolutely vital. We saw it against Croatia. Those early goals were important just to set the tone. So if Wales can get the first one here, that could be absolutely vital in terms of confidence. And for the rest of this series, going to be absolutely crucial. Redirected towards goal there. Cream's there, able to make the saves. Comes back out to the French midfield. And unfortunately for Wales, it's going to be 1-0 to France with an early goal here.
Yeah, plenty of power by Metzer there into the left-hand side of the net. Creams just couldn't get there in time, and it's not the end of the world. We were attacking well. We would manage to have some sort of pressure in the opening 30. It's whether or not we keep our bottle here and keep things just as composed. Tadpole would tap that one to the corner. Same sort of strategy as you saw against Croatia. Just get that ball away from the net as quick as possible, as Creams will drop down back to Breezy. A little 1-2 maybe, not quite found. Tadpole will have to be patient here as Metzer looking to tip this one up and around Tadpole, and they do get the touch, but Eugene looking to follow, plays it under one, and Creams left awkward. Good 50 though on that back line. Now Breezy, potential 1v1 situation, but bumped out of the way for good measure.
Yeah, that's good defending there from Wales. We saw it against Croatia. Very proficient in that defensive section as Creams makes a lovely save there on the back line. Breezy now on the left side, carrying it forward, flicks it ahead, but only going to go as far as Metzer in defense, who can now have a little bit of attack of their own. Can France. Nicely blocked though there from Creams, who has been playing incredibly well today. Right towards the middle, back towards Breezy, and it's a goal for Wales. Early on here, with 3 minutes to go, the game's alive again.
Come on then, I saw a demo on the back line by Breezy, and they just sat waiting patiently in that 8-yard box. The ball fell to them. It was a simple tap in to the top left corner. We're all square again here with 2:57 left to go. Eugene to Breezy now on kickoff, and Breezy has space for this one. A flip reset pass one to Tadpole, looking for the double, doesn't find it, and Creams all the way back in their own half after being demoed. Does manage to get the beat on Mozzarella, who's looking to tip this one up and around, and Eugene now has a free ball off the sidewall. It's going to go around one, and that's going to be a shot by Metzer, finding the back of the net. And again, it looked to be a bit of a misplay by one of the Welsh boys here. I think it was Tadpole. Yeah, Tadpole going up a bit too late, and Breezy left awkward, all by themselves, isolated. So France, I was about to call them Paris, France respond quite quickly there to their concession.
That's not too concerning though for Wales. Of course, we have been able to get a goal once France have picked one up, so just keeping the score within reach here is going to be really important in this very first game. Just about half the game left to go in regular time. Breezy pops it up towards Creams, who gets it off the roof, back towards Tadpole, directs it towards goal. Mozzarella off the line, and Wales have another attack here, but they have to be careful because, of course, there's lots of players up committed for this attack. Breezy takes it past one, but Creams couldn't quite get the touch there as well, so it was a little bit awkward in that Welsh attack. Couldn't quite formulate anything important, as there's a save from Creams off the back line. Mozzarella back towards goal, and if it wasn't for Creams right there, the goal could have been a little bit earlier, but it was a nice save, and Mozzarella was there first to it to close out the goal there.
Yeah, that's absolutely sending to the top left there. Nothing really much to say. It was a good save by Creams. Couldn't get the follow-up touch, though. Left awkward on the goal line. Creams now getting us started to Breezy, and Tadpole with a free ball. He'll pop up high, but I think a possession game is more the way we want to play here in this one. Just keep the ball close and allow passing opportunities to open up, because France, they can be quite aggressive, but they're also very reserved when they need to be as well. So this 3-1 deficit is already going to seem like a monumental task for Wales here in game 1, but anything will do for now. A tap towards Meto, who's looking for a redirect drop down, not found. So Tadpole will have time on this one in the corner. 5 boosts to work with, and Breezy takes it away, and wasn't the best of setup touches. Creams launches that one downfield, puts pressure on Eugen then on the back line. Breezy, though, still struggling for boost. Will get a touch on that challenge, which was an ambitious one at that.
France though can redirect it towards goal. Nobody there in the center to finish that one off, but it's a dangerous move there from the boys in blue. Can't quite find this attack right now, can France, but they'll be quite happy. They're sitting pretty there at 3-1. Wales need to use this last minute to try and find some sort of goals, try and put the pressure on, and then try and find another one as well. 2 goals against a very, very strong French team. It's not going to be easy whatsoever, but here is Metzer of the back line, able just to hold on to the ball a little bit, waste a little bit of time, up towards the Welsh goal, but nicely defended from Breezy. And it's a bit of a now or never moment here for this particular game for Wales. This is an important attack. Breezy up towards Tadpole, redirects it towards the goal. Mozzarella's there. There's Creams over the bar. Back towards Tadpole, though, and Breezy's going to get demoed. So it's going to be really awkward for Wales to actually start that attack, and it's actually going to be France on the back end. And it's Breezy with the save.
Yeah, they're living an air dribble bump here. The French side. It's working out well for them, and it's quite difficult to counter. You've got to be quicker to that ball. It sounds stupid, I know, but if you're too slow, you're just going to get demoed. And France, they're playing with smart, almost 1v1-like plays. So if we can really formulate the team together properly here, I don't see us having too many issues in terms of defending. It's whether or not we have the attacking chances. France 1-0 up in the series here, but it wasn't the worst showing for Wales. They've got to keep up their fight and keep up their vigor.
Yeah, really good showing from Wales. I suppose you could say closer than expected maybe in that first game of the series here. Wales seemed to have a lot of firepower that just wasn't quite converted, and it's a closer game than I certainly expected based on how France, of course, won the previous iteration of this in week 1. So, yeah, interesting to see how the second game goes. I think what we did right there was defended pretty well. Just couldn't convert a lot of our chances that we made in the other half of the pitch as well.
No, unfortunately, no, but something I do want to point out is that if Kazakhstan can put 3 against them, we certainly can. You know, it's that sort of thing. You know, it depends on how aggressive France want to be. If they want to stay reserved, they know the type of team we are, and how well we like to formulate a passing play for the attack. It's, you know, they might already have our number here, but we do have tactics. We do have plans to shake things up, especially with, you know, the likes of a double kickoff if it was to happen. But the second game, I think Wales are taking their time, evaluating what's going on here. We head into this one with the kickoff in Forbidden Temple. Breezy will get us started, and Tadpole has to take their time. No incorrect touches here on their back line. Has done well to carry this one forward. We'll get it past Metzer somehow, but Mozzarella will send that with the back corner. Metzer looking for a drop down. Does get the touch, but Creams is looking to follow. It's a 1v1 situation between Eugen and Creams, where Eugen does well. Gets the beat on 2 here, and Tadpole should have a free touch. Does get that one. A pass inside maybe. No, it's just direct straight towards the backboard. Metzer was ready for that one.
Great opportunities here for Wales, though. Great start for them. Lots of aggression. France have had to do a lot of defending here at the beginning of this game. Tadpole there trying to redirect it towards the goal. Creams on the right side as well. Gets it back towards the middle somehow. Breezy's there, but can't quite keep the ball down. And all 3 of those French defenders are just all the way back in their own half right now. Mozzarella got a crucial touch there from the cross. Creams is there off the back wall. And again, the double tap to the goal for Creams. They get Wales in front here.
What a strike. What a smart play by Creams to direct that towards the backboard. It forces Eugen out. Mozzarella left awkward in centre net, and Creams had plenty of time to decide where they wanted to slot that. Bottom right it was in the end, and we have a goal advantage here in game 2. Creams will carry this one back just to slow things down from the kickoff and look to carry it forward. Creams, if you play in form, you never know what you're going to get with this man. Tadpole will pop this up and around Mozzarella. Creams has a second opportunity now. Slow towards the backboard. Breezy is there.
Breezy
finds an angle, but better there to get the save. We have to recover quickly now.
Yeah, lots of attacking invested right there, but looks as though Tadpole was able to rotate well enough to get that defensive going. Eugen back towards the middle, and look who's there. It's Metzer in the middle to finish off that move. It was a bit of a frantic bit of play because, of course, Wales were just scrambling back after a really good opportunity down the other end. Always going to be difficult to sort of group and get back together in the right positioning. But 1-1 here with 3 minutes 41 left. This game is close, and oh no, France win that kickoff. They get towards the goal, but Tadpole's there to clean things up.
That's what the flip reset to carry that one forward, but Tadpole, 0 boost to work with, does manage to get the 50. Eugen now up high, Breezy with a pre-jump challenge. This will allow Creams to come forward, plays it smart, plays it low, has a chance to fake it out 1v1 towards the backboard now. Tadpole to Breezy, Breezy with a shot, finds the angle, 2-1 to Wales with some quality individual brilliance from Creams and a great little passive play to set it up.
Yeah, every single player right there touched the ball. A little bit of over-investation from France to actually get so many of their players towards the ball, and Wales could take advantage. 2-1 here, 3 minutes 19 left to go as we get another kickoff on the way. Now Wales just need to hold on to this. What they couldn't do after that first goal was just have a moment of peace, a moment of pressure relief, I suppose you could say, from that French attack. So if they can just take things a little bit more calmly here, we should be okay. But Metzer's there towards the goal. It's not able to come through for Tadpole there, I think it was, trying to make the save, and it was just awkward for Wales in the end, and it was actually Breezy. You just couldn't quite get to the ball.
Yeah, Creams was isolated 11 in a 1v3 situation. Had 2 French players hunting him down. Metzer had free time to take a shot there. So we're all square again, and that kickoff going the way of Eugen. Has no boost to work with. We'll try and get something on that one, but Tadpole free as you like to pick that one up. It'll fall to Creams now. We'll carry this one forward. Well-controlled touch. Try to get it past Mozzarella. It's 50 into the middle, but no Welsh player forward. You can see that lack of drive to go forward. It's scary when you have a team like this French side who love to be on the aggressive quickly, but that's a good clear by Breezy. It'll bounce up and around Eugen. It's actually caught Breezy off guard, but above on Metzer here will allow second, followed by Creams. A drop down now. Mozzarella up and around Eugen. A free ball. Will head this one towards net. Flip reset active. Tries to place it around Breezy, but Breezy does well to get to that one. Mozzarella with a redirect, and Tadpole again saving. This is the defense we were on about for Wales. It has tightened up a lot in the past. There's no flip reset to work with for Tadpole, but Metzer didn't know that. The ball now in blue territory.
Really closely, hotly contested game right here from both sides. Both teams playing incredibly well, defending well as well. And it just seems like every single time one of them get a goal, there's always a response from the other team. Here come Wales, though, on the attack. Knocked forward from Creams, but doesn't find a Welsh player. Tadpole carries it forward off of the ceiling as well. Cannot redirect it towards the goal. Lots of pressure here from Wales. Ball goes back towards the goal, but doesn't quite find the back of the net. And now France can have a go at attacking. Metzer on the right side, well intercepted from Tadpole. As Breezy there on the back line to clean things up. Eugen has a bit of a free ball in the middle, carries it forward towards the goal. But Tadpole once again is there with some defensive heroics and can now start an attack of Wales' own. And again, it's just a bit of tennis right now. Both teams having a go at an attack and both teams defending very well.
Yeah, Creams though isn't going to get there. Metzer will play this around. Mozzarella with a second shot, but Creams is there with a follow, and Eugen kept it tightly knit. Tadpole is forced to jump for this one, but it's a great 50 to keep this in the blue half. It's going to be an awkward bounce as well. Tadpole sensed an opportunity. Breezy with a direct strike. It's a double commit from the French defence. We need an attacker quickly to get to this one, but Creams is a bit too far back on that. Tadpole now will drop this around. Mozzarella will send this to the back. Breezy has to recover quickly. It's dropped down. And that's a great save by Breezy there to keep it 2-2. 1 minute left to go over the ball. Left tantalisingly close in the Welsh defence. He'll fall to Mozzarella, but Tadpole again. Good rotations from the Welsh to keep this defence running.
Really great rotation. Seems like there's always someone there to block if need be. Tadpole with a demo. Could that be crucial? Breezy on the left side of the wall, but no. Mozzarella intercepts back towards the orange half here of Wales, but Tadpole can carry it forward. Tries to get it over Metzer, but Metzer's there to intercept. Creams carrying it forward once again, knocking it towards the goal, but Metzer again with some heroics at the back. Metzer again hitting it off of the line. And Wales have this unrelenting pressure right now. Back towards the middle. Tadpole can't quite get to it. Creams is there. But of course, Mozzarella can save that one with 16 seconds left on the clock. You have to imagine France have another attack in them right now. Goes back towards the goal. Eugen up on top of the backboard towards the goal. Can't find the net, but Mozzarella can. And all of that good play from Wales has just been undone by this final 5-second goal. They have it all to do now, Wales. It's not over, but that's heartbreaking.
Very, very difficult to read. Tadpole had to pre-jump that one off the back, but I have no idea if it was a direct shot on net or not. It was a smart play by Eugen there, just to drill it towards that backboard. It's going to bounce out nicely for Wales, though, and Breezy cannot get the angle. It was a difficult one with a French defender in the way. Eugen will keep this up. Formality or not, we'll look for a direct strike again, but it's saved. But unfortunately, a well-fought battle for Wales in game 2. There's nothing stopping us from at least taking one game from France here.
Yeah, really well fought indeed. I mean, it was a close game all the way through. The first time that France actually were leading in that game was, of course, in that final 5 seconds. So we held on so well throughout that entire game. Just, I suppose, when we score, maybe there's maybe a lack of organization. Maybe there's a little bit of overzealousness when you're trying to go for another one. Because, of course, we just conceded almost immediately after those goals. But it seemed like we're getting better once again through this series, Daromas. I think we can expect big things here in this next game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a little bit of panic, though. You know, it's a weird thing to say, but have you ever taken a lead where you probably shouldn't have taken the lead? You know that feeling, that nervous feeling. All of a sudden, it starts filling up. But the attack from the French is relentless. They will come at you, and they will find angles that they probably shouldn't find. So I understand why Wales are playing on the passive front when it comes to that. But they're doing well at getting the ball clear. Their rotations are tight. We just need to see the exact same formula now in this third game. Just try and get that ball upfield and try and open up more opportunities for yourself. Too many times were we going for that easy shot when there were 2 defenders on the back line ready to save that. We need to start messing around with it a bit, let them think a bit more to get those opportunities on the front foot.
Yeah, it just seems like you have to be so clinical every single time you come up against a team like France. It was something that we did really well against England in the first week of this. Every single time we had an opportunity, it turned into a goal. And now we have an opportunity to potentially turn the tides in the Welsh direction, as it's currently 2-0 to France. Wales need to win this game or else France will be going through. So lots on the line here for the Welsh team, who you have to imagine have a little bit of wind in their sails after a really strong performance in that previous game. It all comes down to this, though. Win this and we keep it alive. If we don't, we're going home.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. That's a great touch by Metzer. It's fine in the top right, but fortunately for us, it was just a bit too wide. But that pass inside, dangerous. A bump on the back line. Creams is going to be there. It's going to bounce awkwardly. Metzer will get a touch. Tadpole, last line, does get the 50, and it should fall to Breezy. We'll bang this long as Mozzarella overstep their mark. No, recovers in time towards the backboard. Creams over the direct shot just above the bar, and Eugen's going to carry this forward. It's Tadpole looking to get demoed, but Breezy does get there as Tadpole is demoed. So that's a great recovery save by Breezy, and Creams back to Breezy now, drops it low, back to Creams, back to Breezy, and this is the tactical play I was on about. The quick little passing is inside. We'll throw the French off. We go 1-0 up again here.
Breezy, really nice redirect right there from Creams, who initially knocked it off of the French defender, but it fell right back to Breezy, and then he dealt with it really, really well. A good start here from Wales. Let's not have this panic now. Let's keep this scoreline in our favor for a little bit longer than just about 5 or 10 seconds like we had in the previous game. Let's keep a bit of possession. Let's keep this ball going. If we can, let's get another goal as Creams on the right side, carrying it forward, tries to cut it back inside, but Metzer is there really well indeed. Another French attack's always going to look dangerous, but Tadpole's there to intercept. And this is a real dream start here in the third game of the series.
Yeah, look for a Cuxia pinch there. Did Tadpole. Kind of awkward, though, on the follow. Did well to keep it in the midfield line. That's a demo. It's going to open up a little bit of space, but Eugen has a full tank to work with. Flip reset active. Gets one. Looks for a second, but Creams is there with a touch and a beat on 2 as well. Mozzarella has to retreat back now, and this is good stuff by Wales. Mozzarella on the backward, though, has time to work with this one. Breezy looking to get a bump and does so. Creams now pops this one up high, and it's very much a battle of the aerials between the two. Creams has played it under one. Tadpole's there for the follow, looks for a shot, but Metzer there with an easy save. It wasn't too clinical from Tadpole there. Metzer now, though, looking for a follow, and that's a good touch by Breezy. Mozzarella will have control. Creams now back to Breezy, who's isolated on their own on the back. What a pass inside. Creams 2-0.
Wow. Breezy there was all on his own up on the French half and took advantage of it, gets the boost, redirects it towards the middle, and look who's there yet again for Wales. It's Creams who's on fire right now in this series, been playing incredibly well. And could this be Wales' first win of the series? Could we have an all-timer of a comeback on our hands in terms of this series overall? Creams carries it forward again towards the French goal, but Metzer is there to sort things out. And now from a French perspective, they've got it all to do right now, but Wales just need to hold on.
Yeah, Cream's playing exceptionally well so far in this series. Has popped that up. Tadpole thinking about what to do with that ball. Does get beat out, though. It's left to Breezy now. We'll tip that to the opposite corner. We'll get Eugen to wrap around on this one. Misses the touch, though. It's a bit of anguish for the French when it comes to offense at the moment. Creams, though, will charge forward for this one. We'll fake it out, but Eugen's already waiting there. Gets the clear. Tadpole is ready for it, though. Mozzarella will have to take this back. Has 47 boost to work with. The boost doesn't spawn. That is an ambitious pre-jump by Creams, and Mozzarella looking for a bump. There's no one home though. Metza up and around, but Creams will have a touch on the backboard. We're going to try and slow things down. Tadpole sending this one clear.
A little bit of calmness here now needed from Wales with 2 minutes left on the clock. Don't want to overcommit here as Tadpole goes forward, and so does Breezy. So it's going to give an opportunity here for France to move things forward back towards the middle, but intercepted well. And Wales just have to try and hold on here. But as I say that, Metza gives a reminder of why this French team are so good. Capitalizing on a bit of a loose ball here. Breezy couldn't quite jump early enough. And look who's there to pounce. France are still in this, but they've still got to get another goal in 1:48.
Lock it tight, boys. Keep it close. Keep it personal. You don't want any loose balls. Creams has an opportunity to carry this forward again from kickoff off the ceiling. We're going to try and get a flip, and does be our one, but Metz is there. Need to remove this man from the pitch if I'm going to be completely honest. Just try and get a demo or two on this guy, because whenever he's on the ball, it's threatening, and that's a good 50 by Eugene. It's going to land overly. Creams will send this downfield. Can Breezy get the redirect? Can do so. That's a brilliant save by Metza. Creams with a follow. Direct shot down, but Metza again on that backboard as well. Mozzarella carrying this to Eugene. Breezy now has to respond. Good 50 towards the backboard, and that clock will keep ticking. That's a good drop down, though, and they managed to beat out two, does Mozzarella, and we're all tied up once again.
Oh, that's awkward there. It's just made things difficult. Eugene actually with a really nice redirect. Mozzarella with a little fake. Both Welsh players went high. Unfortunately for them, Mozzarella went low. And it's going to be 2-2 here with 1:15 left on the clock. The French team have really had a bit of a second wind in this game after looking pretty much out of it for the entire game. Now Wales have it all to do, back to all square again. But you can't be too concerned right now if you're a Welsh fan, of course, because we have done it. We've scored goals. We've been able to do it. It's just now in a different sort of format, a different sort of complexion, because now we're on a bit of a comeback, I guess you could say, rather than, of course, scoring the early goals. So Creams has it all to do. We need the best that he can give. So it's Breezy right there, getting the demo onto Eugene. Metza carries it forward. Mozzarella's there looking towards the middle. Metza's going to be able to put it into the middle. Mozzarella is there! And they've turned it around. 3 goals in quick succession means that Wales now need a goal to bring it all square.
That touch by Metza was just enough to throw off Breezy there. And Mozzarella, very, very nice shot. Just buries it into the top right, but still 44 left to go. These boys will not give up just yet. They know they can put goals past, as you rightly said. Look to charge forward with this. We can't be too aggressive because the French will capitalize exactly like that. 4-2.
That's difficult. It's really, really difficult. I mean, Metza, you have to say, has been the star player in this team. Mozzarella there, able to score from distance, and it's just a little bit of over-aggression in the end from Wales. It's easy to say, though, because if they score, you're going to say that's well worth it, but now they need to have double extra aggression. Could this be it from the kickoff for Wales? Another opportunity here for Tadpole, who can bounce it into the ground. It's the crossbar, but those are the sort of opportunities that need to go into the net at this stage of the game in order for Wales to keep this series alive. Back towards the goal. Tadpole's going to be there to save it. We need 19 seconds. We need 2 goals in this 19 seconds here as well. Creams carries it forward, but intercepted well. And it looks as though France are going to be able to just about have enough here in this final game to go through, because they've just pulled off an incredible comeback against Wales, who started so strongly, just couldn't quite finish it off. And unfortunately for Wales, it's not going to end in success, but what we will have is a lot of confidence, I'm sure, going forward into the future games, because we did, of course, go ahead. And is this going to be a 1? It is. It's a consolation goal for Creams and for Wales. 4-3 and 3-0 in the series.
It's definitely something to look at for sure. Heading into week 3. I mean, as close as this series was, it does bode well for the future heading into week 3, which, you know, is a bit of time away, but we had opportunities. If Tadpole didn't hit that crossbar, it could have been a different story with 30 seconds left to go there in game 3. But again, we had a 2-goal advantage there, Mini, that we could have held on to, but alas, it was not to be. The French came back even stronger with those 2 minutes left to go, and they managed to pull the comeback off. But for Wales, I wouldn't be too upset by this result. I think, as you rightly said, they should take this in high spirit going into week 3, where it's all more crucial. There's more points on the line for week 3, of course.
Yeah, and we sort of spoke about it in one of the earlier games of that series. It was like, you know, when Wales score, it's like there's a bit of panic that sets in. Like, we maybe shouldn't be in this position. We shouldn't actually have this opportunity to be ahead against France. And then in that third game of the series, we actually go 2-0 up. And I think that experience of actually going ahead and being in a position to actually be leading against a lot of these top teams, that experience even mentally is going to be super valuable for Wales now going forward, because now they've had that experience of going ahead against big teams. They can sort of settle down a little bit maybe more there. And I think we saw that in that last game. We didn't just lose out on a goal as soon as we went one ahead. We didn't just concede straight away. We actually held on to that 2-0 lead for a decent amount of time. So hopefully for Wales, that can bode well going forward into week 3 and of course beyond as well.
I mean, you look at the results, it was only 1-goal games essentially. Okay, yeah, 3-1 in the first game, but then 2-3 and 4-3 at the end. Okay, a consolation goal in the final. But like, again, they were throwing the kitchen sink at it at that point. I expected a goal or two for France from there. From an analyst point of view, you had a feeling Wales were just going to go all out. But honestly, lads, if you ever are watching this back, take it from me, your local resident caster, who's not a coach, just a die-hard player of the game. You've done well. Head to week 3 with your heads up high. You've got a lot of potential. We could even see a semi-final performance out of you guys, and that would be impressive in its own right. And much love, well played. Unfortunate in the group stage yesterday, but you know, you put up a good showing against France today, which I think has really turned this on its head.
Yeah, it's been a great sort of series of Rocket League here, both today and, of course, yesterday as well in the group stage. I think we saw 2 very different storylines. Yesterday was a day of dismay, I suppose you could say. A lot of disappointments, a lot of expectations not met. Whereas today, I feel like we could quite strongly say that Wales's expectations have been exceeded, especially in that game against France. Definitely here to stay and here to compete on the world stage. But if you're looking forward to week number 3, that's going to be on the 14th of July, 2026. It's been a fantastic day of Rocket League once again today. Unfortunately, Wales will go out in the round of 16. But from us here on the broadcast, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.